Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Morning Meta. I am yours truly, Travis Spencer. All right, good people. Today is Tuesday, and on Tuesday, we do our breath practice. So I'm going to invite you to ground with us. We'll set an intention for today. I'll read a centering thought. We'll do the breath practice, followed by a call to action, and then we'll send you on your way more grounded, intentional, and connected. So let's get started. We're going to start with our grounding practice. And the grounding practice is really to support you in coming into the present moment. So the invitation is if you can, if you're in a place or position where you can stop, I'm going to invite you to stop wherever you are. All right. And since today is breath practice, our grounding is going to be with the breath. So we're going to do a quick grounding and box breathing. And this box breathing, we're going to do 6, 6, 6, and 6. So it's 6 seconds, and I'll do the counting so you can do the practice. It'll be 6 seconds of inhaling, 6 seconds of holding, 6 seconds of exhaling, and then 6 seconds of holding, and then we'll inhale again and do one round. So we'll do 2 rounds total, but we'll do another round after that first round. So the invitation is, if you can, to stop wherever you are. Now, if you're in a place or position where you can't stop, maybe you're with the kids or you're at work or something's going on where you got to keep moving, the invitation is still do this particular practice because you can do it even if you're on the move. So let's begin with our inhale, and I'll do the counting. So the only thing you have to do is inhale. So beginning now, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now inviting you to allow your breathing to return to its normal cadence, inhaling and exhaling, allowing the body to relax with each exhale. All right, good people. So now let's set our intention for today. And you guys know that we're in spring. So the intention I'm going to invite you to do to follow this sentence then is that my intention for today is, and then you can fill in the blank with whatever your intention for today is. All right. We're going to take 5, maybe 10 seconds to do this particular practice. So let's begin. All right. So let's see what our centering thought for today is going to be. So this is one of my favorite quotes from Maya Angelou. So the quote goes, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style." And you know, if it's nice, I got to read it twice. My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style. And that is from our ancestor, Maya Angelou. All right, let that marinate for a second. So as you move through your day, making sure that you're doing it with passion, compassion, and some style, some humor, all of those things that support you in being who you are, being present and being who you are. All right, good people. So our practice for today is a breath practice. In this particular practice, I'm going to invite you to notice the anchor of the breath in the nostrils. And I'm also going to invite you to make it a little audible. And what I mean by that, as you breathe in, make the breath so that you can hear it as you're breathing in. And then as you're breathing out, make the breath so that you can hear it as you're breathing out. And the invitation here is to center your awareness on the sound of your breathing. Okay? So again, remembering as you inhale, you're making it audible. And as you exhale, you're making that audible. And you're focusing your energy of awareness on the breath that you hear. Okay? And if you are wondering what I'm talking about, if you're familiar with Star Wars, and you can hear the breath of Darth Vader, is that it's that breath. If you can hear that, that's what I'm inviting you to do. But internalize that. Instead of breathing out, you're making the sound inside of the throat, and it'll be audible by the ears. Okay? All right. So we're going to do this practice for approximately 2 minutes. And then I'm going to invite you to take this practice into your day. But before that, let's get started with this particular practice. So inviting you to sit with your feet flat, sit with your back straight, but not hold it too rigid. And if you're in a place or position where you can allow the eyes to close, I want to invite you to do that. But if you're not, I want to invite you to fix your gaze, something that may be low to the ground, maybe a couple of feet in front of you, and just allow your gaze to just lightly soften. All right, so let's begin making the breath audible. Focusing on the sound of the breath. Returning to the present moment if the mind is wandering. Continuing to notice the breath and noticing the sound of breathing. Returning to the breath if your mind is wandering. Returning to the breath. Now inviting you to take 3 breaths and allow your eyes to open if they're closed. All right. So our call to action today is to bring awareness to the breath throughout the day. I want to invite you, especially if you find yourself in a place where you're having a difficult day. I want to invite you to set a timer for 90 minutes. And when it goes off, whatever you're doing, bring your awareness to your breath. Breath is one of the easiest anchors to cultivate awareness around because you're always breathing. You can always notice the breath. You can notice how the breath is, if it's shallow, if it's heavy. Beginning to cultivate that type of awareness really supports in helping you understand many other aspects of yourself. So, the invitation is set that timer for 90 minutes. And when it goes off, it doesn't matter what you're doing. The invitation is to find the breath. All right. So I also want to invite those who have been watching our videos. We want to thank you and invite you to send this video to someone you believe can benefit from this video. And we also want to thank you for being a part of the I Am family. So we're starting every day grounded, intentional, and connected. Ashe.